Whoa, whoopee.
Got that? How you going out there,
Good afternoon,
interwebs?
good afternoon.
Sorry.
Hello? Hello!
Hello.
All right, I'm going to put myself on mute and.
Are you guys hearing an echo?
Yeah, a
Yes.
little bit every now and again. It's Jay. He
Jay's
was
pointing
pointing
at
at
himself.
himself, so he just likes hearing himself talk, that's all.
He loves the melodious sounds of his voice.
Yeah, while you were gone, we had some very interesting people from all over the globe step in.
Ah, very good. Aha, first trap, Jay. You wound the tape round the wrong way.
So what have you been up to, Blair? Hello? Did Blair run away?
Don't know.
Oh, I'm on mute. Sorry.
So you're talking to yourself?
I went to a couple of wood stores
Yeah.
and just about barfed at the price of wood.
Yeah.
Spent a couple hours in my shop.
Yeah.
Cleaned up the house a bit.
Yeah.
Other than that,
You tell him, dog.
hopefully Tammy's home.
What about you, Dr. Bob? What have you been up to today?
Oh, doing some reading, catching up on some maintenance I had to do. And this morning just was loafing. I had no energy, so I decided it was time to get a bowl of cereal in me and get going.
That made it look prettier, has it, Jay?
Yeah, just got a little bit more to get on this side now.
Yeah. You just got to be careful you don't sand too much on one side, that's all.
Yeah, that's what I'm keeping an eye on now.
Hey guys, Tammy is home, so I'm gonna go spend some time with her.
Awesome.
Right.
Thank you
And
for Blair.
I will see you guys later.
Take it easy.
See you later, Blair.
Yep.
Bye.
Take care.
Any reason why this front light's on?
Pardon?
Is there any reason why the front light was on?
Don't know. I never turned it on.
All right, well, it was on.
Yeah. Oh, your steak's in there
I
and
put
everything.
them away.
So, Robo, what are you going to do for your live this week?
Turning and Cabriole leg.
Live this week.
Say that again, Robbo. You cut out in the last couple of words.
Turning a Cabriole leg.
I've heard of them, but I can't picture.
It's not really a Cabriole leg, but it's a club foot anyway. So
Oh,
for
okay.
dog,
Comes down like a paw.
yeah, dog's
Okay.
paws, another name for them, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I got, I won't say nightmare, but boy, I got a smack in the mouth for when my grandfather was making them and said it looked like a foot of a dog. And I couldn't pronounce it right. And that was totally unacceptable because that when he was growing up, it was different.
Oh, that's right. It's the
He was
same.
he was from Ireland.
Well, to a certain extent, I'm probably the same. I'm a bit funny about descriptions of things, which you might have noticed. But I was sort of raised where you had to use the right term for the right thing, otherwise you got into real trouble for it, you know?
Yep. Well, I get that way too when people say I have a modem in the house.
Yeah,
That is just stupid because we haven't had modems in 20 years or longer.
yeah,
They're terminal adapters. There's no tones being modulated into uh, binary code because that's what it did. It took and made that beeping sound you'd hear if you listened to your phone before you put it in the modem. The phone cradle into it, so it would
yeah.
turn it digital into tones. But the fastest you could get at that time was 2400 baud, and it really wasn't 24; it was 12. But they did a trick to make it effectively 24. But originally it was 110, and before
Yeah,
that 75, and 75 was teletype. Imagine telling kids today you got 75 bits per second.
yeah, that's right. That ring looking better now, is it, Jay? Good. Yeah,
Yes, it is.
you always do that first before you start finishing off the other bit because it can the sandpaper can sometimes mark the stem of the goblet or whatever.
Yep. And I used the ring tool in here, and
Yeah.
I undercut it there a little bit.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Bit annoyed about the cracks though.
yeah.
It shows that it's vintage.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I see where you're coming from, Dr. Bob, but just
Only you and a few of us online know the difference. Other than you can't say it's 100 years old.
Damn it. That's right.
I mean, Robo and I could get away with it. Oh, we found it in our shop and it's been there for years.
And Eva's on.
Yeah. Eva,
Eva's,
how you going? Oh,
You going
Do you
to
wanna-
send her an invite?
Yeah. I was just about to ask her that. Thanks, Dr. Bob. You did it for me.
Oh, a new haircut. Yeah, I wish I could get out and get a haircut, but
well,
Just
I must admit that was the
can't
first thing
be-
I was on. That was the first thing I did when I was allowed to go out.
yeah, we're very quickly losing barber shops. You have to go to a beauty salon to get a haircut for a guy.
And my wife cannot understand the difference. Like, we've got a hairdresser down the road from us here in the shopping centre, little shopping centre, but I still go to a barber about 20 kilometres away because he's a barber, you know.
Yep.
She said, what's the difference? They cut your hair. I said, yeah, but they don't, it's not the same.
We've got them in every shopping centre here.
But
What,
they just
hairdressers?
No, men's barber. So-
Eva says Eva said that I don't think I'm coming today. I need to check something and try to go back to sleep. All right, then, Eva.
All right, I won't let you off. Has John got a lie?
Well, another thing there with the difference, because barbers know how to trim beards and the different styles when you go and say you want a Van Dyke and that, they have no idea what you're talking about. So they pull their catalog of pictures out.
You know you're in trouble if they have to do that.
Well, young studs like you, they make a lot of money out of them, depending on where they are.
I just have a fight with a lawnmower. I'm easy. See, I just fight with the lawnmower. He generally, the lawnmower generally wins.
Now, we've got a couple of male barber shops that the women are, you have to be of age, but they're topless. That attracts them to get their hair done.
Can you take your camera in there? No. I'm coming to yours. That sounds like a good place.
It's like $40, $45, $50 for a haircut and a shave. And you're expected to tip 30%.
Sorry, I got date palm. Next door neighbour's got a date palm, and the massive things that hold all the berries inside. One of them just fell off the tree, and it sounded like someone was trying to break the fence. I had to go and have a look.
And Lewis is in, and he's
How you
asking,
going,
are
Lewis?
you ever going to finish that?
Hey, Lewis, read between the lines. You're more than welcome to join Robbo and Dr. Bob on the mic, Lewis.
Number one, what?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I didn't know if I wanted to verbalize it though.
Number one in line. You're next.
I'll hold you to that one, Lewis. Watch out.
Sure is. I thought you were on the East Coast. It's still the East Coast of North America. I mean, you could be in Newfoundland.
Is that a nickname that you call it?
Well, yeah, because and they're Newfies, but they're the only place that has a half-hour time zone in the North America.
Hey, going, Bailey.
Good afternoon, Bailey.
Oh, I'll tell you, I have a relatives that live in Newfoundland, settled there, were in politics, and yeah, I used to go all the time as a kid. They still have the ferry, or have you finally convinced the province to give you a bridge?
I'm just going to go grab my coffee. I'll be back in a sec.
Don't forget
no
to bring
worries.
some for
I'm gonna put the kettle
everybody.
on. I'm about to put the kettle on myself, actually.
There you go. Compared to the normal cups I've got, is that enough for everyone? Split it up into those little cups. You'll be right.
No, I realized that bridge has. When I was a kid, it was a standard family joke because I got Elliots that live on out there, and it was a long bridge too far. It was too far to put a bridge in, so we always used to joke about it. Because for us to go here in Michigan, we went across the Ambassador Bridge and up through Quebec and over, or we'd take the train, the Canadian National, and then take a bus on the train and a ferry.
Wow, that's a long trip.
Yep. One of the best comedians in Canada today is from Newfoundland. He's co-star in a international TV series now, and he has his own program where he goes all over Canada to small communities that have been forgotten, and he shows that the strong points about them. That's one thing I watch all the time. I get it through the CBC.
Robbo, you should have seen it when I did a peppercorn bowl. The last thing I did, and when I was doing the inside of it, I forgot to put Yorkshire grit on it, and man, did I cop some flack from people in the chat. It was quite amusing.
Well,
Can't get
for
away
years
with
we
it.
didn't have it. For years we didn't have Yorkshire grit.
No, your internet's dropped right out there, Rob. I didn't hear much of that.
No, I'm probably too at the moment. I'm putting the kettle on, so.
All right. Hang on, Wayne. Val.
Yeah, but I can't believe it, Robo. When I was a kid, we had uh, rotten stone and pumice that was melted in wax
Yep.
as a sanding paste. Isn't that the same as Yorkshire grit, but a little cruder?
It's the same as the white one, the microfine. So, well, similar
What,
anyway. At least it's got the same
rotten
rotten
stone?
stone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we, by the same token, they were meant more for metal polishing than, or cutting back the surface of a vehicle or a tabletop or something like that.
Yep.
We never used to use anything like that on bowls or anything like that.
Oh no, it would be too toxic.
How you going, Steve? Oh, he was a best man at a wedding, Lewis. Yeah, it is. Definitely.
Well, I bet you it wasn't a clip-on tie.
No, I would say not.
But that's something that young people your age have no idea how to tie a four-in-hand knot, or
Yeah.
the Windsor or half Windsor.
Don't count me into that. I know how to tie one.
And it's harder to buy ties today.
So when I bought my suit for my wedding, this came as a kit, as a set rather.
Yeah.
Right. Good day, everybody that's come in since I was out making a cup of tea. Wayne and Val, Steve. Who else in there? Yeah, as Jay said, I was the best man at a wedding last weekend. Yeah, my wife took that picture. That was the one just prior to going and doing the deed. So, and yes, I did tie the tie for Windsor knot.
Yeah, I would expect that. But not many people know how anymore, or even know what a full and half Windsor is.
The funny part about it is the tie actually had instructions on how to tie it.
Oh no.
That's bad.
Now, Jay, you can polish the inside of that ring too if you like, doing exactly the same way as what you did with the sandpaper, only with a cloth.
All right.
You also can go back to full screen for yourself.
Yes, I'll do that in a sec.
you can tell people, at least me, getting hypnotized trying to figure out if there's any patterns in the shavings on Rolo's floor.
That's
Yeah.
that's actually my wife. There's a bed in under there somewhere. There it is.
Oh, okay, piled up that high.
Oh yeah, yeah. I haven't cleaned up since I finished all those lampshades the other day. The lampstands, at least.
Is that's probably where they get the phrase piled higher and deeper.
I don't know.
Well, that's the way my grandpa
Well,
left
there's a
them,
few
and I
saying.
had to clean them.
Well, I used to employ a cleaner once upon a time because we used to produce that much that it wasn't worth my time trying to clean it up.
That's what kids are for, or grandkids. That's what I was
Yeah, well,
told.
that's well, dead right. The unfortunately, when kids have all moved out, got married, and everything else.
Did they clean when they were younger?
Yeah, they used to earn their pocket money doing cleaning up the shed, and actually, one of them earned a heap of money turning honey dippers. He used to turn all the honey dippers for me,
Oh, family business.
and he got 50% of whatever he turned. It was good incentive to make him work, I tell you. Eva said she could come in now. She's awake now. Are you dressed though, Eva?
Oh, that could be interesting.
Well, it could be.
She's just going to have her lovely voice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. She's upset all of us, Wayne. We'll never look at a honey dipper the same now.
How you going, Eva?
Oh, hello then. Hello,
Hello.
everybody.
I'll get a word. I'll get a word in while I can. Hello, Eva.
Oh, it's okay. I don't have had my coffee and I kind of just woke up. I don't know what woke me this time. Maybe my phone with its special signal when someone goes live. It's just a horrible signal. It cuts through bone and marrow.
Yes,
It could
I
be
agree, Lewis. It
Jay's.
would be a very interesting story.
How I woke
Mm.
up.
John would have got kicked off first though, because Eva did it on John's live first. I would
What?
if I could, wasn't it? Isn't that where you
Oh,
revealed yourself?
well, Jay don't get kicked off. Why should he get kicked off?
No, you.
Why? I'm the most innocent person here.
It's called because I don't have a red tube channel. You see?
Well, I don't either. I'm kind of sick of tired of that shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I know,
everybody
but
kind of they trick me to say things and then they blame me. So that's what they're doing.
why are they doing
Of
that?
course not, Klondike. I'm not doing that. I'm very proper woman. Actually, once I was by actually bending forward because I was correcting the camera, and then I, by accident, showed a little bit of cleavage, and I didn't meant to, and I was very embarrassed about it even. And but it's out there, so what can I do about it? So no, I don't like to go into that. It's not funny in that sense, clone, because I hate it. But I can't do anything about it, can I? So take the game. What do you mean by that?
It's all in fun.
Yeah, but I don't like it too much. But it's been too much sex focus on me. I don't like it. That's why I don't even turn up to Charles' lives so much anymore. Because he just, as soon as I get say hello there, oh, there come her. Now she's gonna make the chat band or whatever as soon as I come there. Hello there, monkey.
How you going there, Jamison?
You like
Too much.
Jamison?
That's why I like you, Jay. We didn't have this here. We didn't have this bloody sex thing here.
Yeah. All right, we don't. I don't know what you're on
Yeah,
about.
see. So shut me up then.
Eva, shut
Mm.
up, will you?
No, thank you, Jay.
How's your day been?
What day?
The other day, the day before this.
Yes, Clon, I am. Oh, it was horrible because I tried to. I woke up 3 o'clock in the morning,
Yep.
and I don't want to go up now. I want to sleep, and I couldn't sleep. So I watched one movie, two movie, three movie, four movie. I didn't sleep yet, and then the
Yeah.
whole day was wasted because I couldn't make my mind up. And then I was so tired in the afternoon anyway, because I went to bed again around 7, 8 in the evening. That's why probably I'm awake now also.
Yeah. Did you see
So
what
today,
Engine Monkey put in the chat, Eva?
oh, shut up, monkey. I can talk to him a bit stronger than the rest of them because I've been chatting with him a bit, so I know him a bit more, so I can say that to him without fear. Well, I don't fear, but I say that. But anyway,
Did I send you an invite, Jamison? I think I did. There you go. You can come in and give a lip straight away, you know. There you go.
Who's gonna talk behind my back?
oh, Clon, are you from Canada or what?
Oh,
By the way, he's going to bed, and I ask him where he's from. Isn't that's not nice of me? You sleep well, Louis.
Thanks for coming in, Lewis. Take it easy.
I say Louis when it's Louis. I'm sorry. I'm
Lewis.
sorry, Louis.
Like Jerry Lewis.
Sleep well, Louis. I spelt it wrong, but I remember
good
it
night,
was
Lois.
Louis something. Are you going to, Steve? Nighty night, Steve, then. You up early today? Are you up early to work tomorrow? Oh my gosh, I hear myself blah 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 in an echo.
What's going on there, Mr. Jamison? Got your microphone muted.
He shows up as it's muted.
Oh yeah, his microphone's muted.
Yeah.
We're doing sign language.
yeah. Finally got off of isolation today.
Happy days.
Yeah. Now I just got to find the right person at work to send me back to work.
I know, Wayne. I know that. I have probably offended people, but not knowing I've done so very often. Because the reactions I get from people, they get so angry, fuming angry sometimes. And I don't have a clue what I did. And they think I do. So they think I'm really rude. And by the way, Wayne, not even my English work with UK people sometimes.
Yeah, I heard you with Stace the other night.
Me and Stace.
Yeah, you two, you two were trying to battle out words
Where?
on which one was it? John's channel.
We did?
Yeah,
I have no recollection of that whatsoever.
That's a
Uh,
symptom.
symptom of what? Did you just shrug? Yes, you did. I don't. I
I
want to know
mean,
what is.
it's whatever you want it to be.
But. Bleh.
ah,
I had no
look at that
recollection of
English.
that. So therefore it did not happen.
I'm
Sounds
sure
like a
you,
politician.
Yeah, I learned from them. But
It's rather sad that a lot of the politicians have short-term memory loss and long-term memory loss.
well, I always have
Well,
the short-term memory loss. I have lots of medical things that show that I should have that.
so do I, and they give me pills to help it. But don't worry about it. I mean, other great people in history have had the same problem. Look at Nero. He had nothing better to do when Rome was burning than play his fiddle.
Oh, ain't you a sweetheart, Dr. Bob? Well, I don't know the guy that you were talking about, though, but he sounds like he was a very old person and doesn't live anymore. Or old in the history
No,
books.
actually, that's not quite true. But he wasn't an old emperor. He was fairly young, actually. But he was half insane, like a lot
Maybe
of them.
I
But
maybe because we pronounced the name different, so I don't got he was talking about. All I heard was Rome, and then we go to the old times.
Well,
yeah, no,
Nero.
Nero was
Ah,
Nero was an
okay.
emperor of Rome,
Yeah, now I got it. We
and
just say
um,
Nero.
and the saying is that yeah, Nero fiddled while Rome burned, which isn't quite true, but it sounds good.
Oh, but we
Yeah.
don't know what he fiddled with. Oh, shut up. I told myself there.
Now,
at least you figured that out finally.
Some historians say he died of syphilis.
Well, see?
he wasn't the only one that died of that, though.
Well,
I reckon half the
No, no,
Roman
no.
Empire did.
But then you don't needed to have sex with people to get it. It was enough you put cheek to cheek back then, wasn't it? Because they got the oh, what you call it in English, on the face.
yeah, yeah. Syphilis can appear on the skin punching. You get it everywhere
Yeah, you
at the
get like
final
blisters.
stages. Yeah.
Yeah, it get less blisters if you don't treat it. So, and it's so easy to treat it today with the penicillin. So, penicillin, better maybe you say. It still exists in the world. People still get it. Billy, it's nothing wrong with it.
I got
Absolutely,
Billy.
and you don't even have to be married to do it. I'm not that prude. But hi, by the way.
Hi, Chair Force. Just
I'm so Billy Butt is such a suiting name for you. But
You were
no,
the cat lady.
yeah, Cat Lady works with me.
Right from DC Comics.
Is Jarhead something in from DC Comics?
No, no, Jarhead is Marine
Oh,
Corps.
Catwoman. I see. Well, it takes a while because I
Oh,
don't
good
read
day,
comics
Billy.
so often. I shut up now. It's time for Robot to talk.
Is it?
Oh, thank you, Eva.
You're welcome.
No, I'm a Phantom fan in the comics. I like the Phantom.
Well, I've got,
I'm
I subscribe to DC online, and they have everything under the sun they've ever produced and all the magazines, books. And I got going down memory lane watching the original 1950s Superman. I know it's really hokey today, but it brought back a lot of memories.
sorry. I hear kids screaming in the background.
Okay, Robo. Interesting.
That was given to me by a friend of mine. He's a wood carver.
Oh,
And he knows
nice.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the Phantom, and so he made that for me. The problem was, there's a window behind the tool room there where that is, and I had it sitting in the window, and every time I turned around, it frightened the hell out of me, so I had to move it.
Didn't he have red underwear?
No, purple.
Purple even. Oh la la.
Yeah.
But he look a bit skinny there actually.
Well, he's in a little bit of trouble actually because cut off the hips.
Oh, poor guy.
But if any of you know the Phantom thingo,
Have a great day,
Guardian
Wayne.
of the Eastern Dark. Yeah, see you later, Wayne. Don't work too hard. Any of you know, if any of you know the Phantom story, he's the Guardian of the Eastern Dark, and that's exactly the way he's facing, perfectly east. Just my little funny foibles on things. So that's my mate. I talk to him quite a bit sometimes during the day.
As long as he doesn't talk back. If he does, you need to see a doctor.
Well, no,
With that laugh,
he's
you
not
could be a
a
good
problem.
doctor.
I talk to myself often enough and argue with myself. And sometimes we have staff meetings here too.
Yeah, that was something I seen on Facebook the other day. It was if with the parents homeschooling, if you see someone walking down the road, they're having a parent-teacher meeting, all right?
Yeah.
They're talking to themselves walking down the road.
My favourite one is still the one of the people sitting in the aeroplane and the announcement comes over. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your pilot speaking. I'm working from home.
Oh,
Yeah, that's That's exactly right, Billy. I find the same thing. Or I need a second opinion.
What are you screaming about, darling? Huh?
He was talking to her kids.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I'm
said,
trying to sort out my stuff because apparently my payment didn't go through at Amazon. But I wasn't sure there. I got an email from them saying that, so I kind of like first I was like, oh, I go click the link, and then I turned out to like, no, I need to check this out before I click any links.
Yes, never click on links from Amazon, eBay, or any of them because
No,
they
but I'm
normally
logged
don't do
into
business that way.
yeah, exactly. So that's why I didn't do it. So, and it's kind of a lot of money. So I just needed to because I know why it didn't work. So I'm just gonna.
crap, I got too much glue on my finger. I can't type.
Oh,
sorry,
what the
what was
heck
that?
does that word mean?
So, Jay, I tried something crazy today.
What do you do?
I've got a pattern from Steve Good of the Guardian Angel, and that's an easy pattern to throw us off. But I tried to do it with two pieces of red cedar that were 9/16 inch thick, and then two boards of 1/8 inch flooring, all sandwiched together, and it came out all right. It was like that gum wood that you're working now at the beginning. It was
Yeah,
slow going.
yeah, I bet.
And I got it all out, and then all the tips broke off, the halo broke off. I was like, man,
Uh,
at least I got the two thin pieces. But I was gonna make a tree topper with it. Have the
oh, yeah.
inside do the cedar, and then the two panels on the outside. Have the cedar. I was gonna cut out the centers of them so that I could put light up in there.
Yep.
But maybe next time. I was trying to rush it too.
Oh, is that what you were doing the other night?
Yeah,
We were trying to do a live or something.
and Oaxaca said that there was an airplane crash uh, about 25 miles south of us earlier today.
Hmm.
Crazy.
Private plane?
Yeah, I think so. Doesn't have much details on it right now. You know how that goes.
Yeah, it's a shame that they have to put a cap on the news because you get too many people that can drive locally and see what's going on. And they get in the way of people that need to be there.
Exactly.
Yes.
Tweety weety wit, tweety weety wit.
Your rat bag.
I'm no rat bag.
Do you know what it means?
No.
He's a,
just
he's
say
a
yes.
well,
It's not a bad word.
Rat bag, it sounds like a rat belly.
No, means silly. Like people acting like a rat fag or rat bags are silly, acting silly.
I see.
like a Raggedy Ann doll.
Don't forget the Raggedy Andy for the girls.
Right.
Why do I have to? I don't really get this. Why is it so weird here? Because I ordered this stuff and it got cancelled because I forgot to put the stuff on the card because they block the cards from transacting stuff that over a certain amount of money. So you have to do it manually and it just got not go automatically. So it's my bank doing that and I know that. So I need to open up stuff before I do that. But so you can't just take my card and think you can shop from it because you need my codes and stuff to be able to do that. So that's
What are you
that.
buying? Are you buying a lathe or something, Eva?
No, it's my mica powder, a new webcam, a new headset, and some little mini glass stuff to put the mica powder in because it comes in bags. Because that was very cheap, so I need to do some manual label there.
Oh no. You better
Billy, I
hire.
would
You better
yeah.
hire people to do it.
So, and it's kind of, I should not talk about this on a live, of course, that I'm doing bank stuff, because then the hacker's gonna, oh, let's go to her computer. But boo-hoo, you're not gonna get anything.
Now the hackers don't come here. They last about 5 seconds and then get bored. You see,
Yeah, exactly.
it's like nothing to see here. Move along.
Yeah. But we have kind of much security on that stuff. I need to log in with my bank identity every time to even log in to watch my how much money I have and stuff like that. But
Yep.
now I updated my card and all of that on Amazon, but still I can't find a button that says replace order or buy it again. So I don't know. Do I have to order it again or do I order it 2 times? So what the fuck?
Did you just swear?
Oh yes, sorry. I do
No.
that though. I do swear, but not that much.
You sure about that? I don't know.
Well, not when I'm writing. Ask Monkey. I haven't swear that. Did I swear at all to you when I chatted to you? No, I didn't, did
I
I?
if I started it.
Yeah, exactly. If you started it, then I went there.
Depend on the conversation.
You're going to show the conversation to everybody now.
Yeah, there it is.
But it's. Oh, this is the one where you. No, this is not the one where you blasted the rings on last time, is it?
No.
This is another. This is for a chalice, isn't it? Because it's so big.
Sorry.
Isn't it a chalice more than a cup or a? What is the word?
Whatever. You call it what you want. I call it a goblet.
Yeah,
I don't really,
goblet. That was the
doesn't
word.
really bother me what other people call it.
I call it a wine glass, by the way.
It's an Aussie shot glass.
An
I was gonna
Aussie
say,
shot
Eva,
glass.
it's probably your breakfast drink glass.
Are you calling me an alcoholist? It's a bit too sensitive since I grew up with a mother alcoholic, so don't call me an alcoholic. Then I get angry.
You take from that whatever you want, Eva.
Did you just put a yellow hat on?
Thank you for the
Yeah,
yellow hat.
I got a welding mask rather than one of the shield, the face shield that I had because it kind of covers your face a bit more.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Now my mica powder. Sorry.
Eva,
I'm so sorry.
yeah, I put her on mute. She can take it off anytime she wants, but I thought that would be a bit best for now.
It's okay. I won't do that again. I'm really, really, really sorry about that. I do apologize from the depths of my heart.
I'll have to get you a swear
I
wine barrel, not a swear jar.
Yeah, but I got a bit upset because they took away the mica powder from my order because it's
Uh,
gone away because all of the trouble, and that was the thing that I wanted the most. So I got a bit sad about that because it's so hard to get it for a good price with the colors I want.
yeah. Yeah.
So
Have
because
you
it was
looked? Have you looked on AliExpress?
I have to pay so much taxes for that.
Uh,
Yeah, it's I have to look at another, but they don't have the same purple because they just have one purple in it, and it's not what I want. And the rest are colors I don't like. A lot of earth colors, like burnt sienna and stuff like that, and I don't like that. I don't use that, so that would be. Can I say crap? Is that the legitimate word?
Yeah, I think it's acceptable slang.
Yeah. Okay, I stick to that then. So. I didn't mean to say it out loud before though, but it just popped out, and I'm oh yeah. Let's leave that now. So, and it was makeup. No, that's glitter. Hmm. I would probably say that out loud if I were here alone like that.
Yeah, I don't think you're capturing mine as much.
Hmm.
They
Wonder
may
what
be
happened
under
to
the other
Robo.
room though.
How much is this? 4.5 grams. That's not much. That's very, 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 very tiny. No. I hope you can mix mica powder to the color shades you want to have it.
Hey, Eva, in the long run, would it be better off if someone from another country bought that stuff and then sent it to you?
I still have to pay taxes for that.
Oh, your country sucks.
Yeah, I know they changed it because the poor little shopkeepers were complaining that they have to pay so much taxes for stuff, and now we could import stuff from China, and we didn't have to pay taxes for that. So they were pissed. So they kind of, oh, you need to change that, and then the government realized, oh, we have money to make here. So they changed it. So after a while, you can order like silver rings from China. That's kind of cheap, and when they get here, you have to pay almost the same amount for taxes.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. So there was no point doing that anymore.
Well, Australia does the same thing now. They put GST on everything.
They even want me to pay extra for getting stuff from my friend here from Israel. They wanted me to pay like €7 for a little octopus 3D print. That cost like €1 to make, and under that. Why do you have the wrong color? That's why they are gone, because they were the best colors. Boo-hoo.
That's usually how it works.
Yeah, and they were kind of, I almost said food safe, but I meant like they were makeup safe, so they were good mica powder, so to speak. But mica powder are so expensive depending on how big boxes you're gonna have of it. But I mean, 100 gram mica is around like €20 or something. I for If you're gonna pay that for every kind of color you want to have, it's gonna be not so nice.
Well, you probably buy uranium cheaper.
Yeah, probably.
It's a big black market item, so
Yeah, it is. It is. So I can take this one instead then. Okay, I put that in there. Okay. So everything turns out to be a lot cheaper now because I had to choose another one.
Just changing the speed down to the lowest speed.
yeah,
So what's the
that doesn't
RPMs
snap
there
off
today?
too easily.
What's that?
So what's the RPMs then, Jay? Talking about the tack that Dr. Bob had put on his lathe.
Yeah.
Manual. Good old manual belts.
Oh, nice.
It's a 5-speed.
Yeah. Well, at least it's theft proof. Nobody can drive off with it in the States.
Yeah, exactly. Don't even need a steering arm on it.
Is it just pure belt driven, fully belt system, or is it a Reeves drive?
No, it's belts. Pretty sure it is anyway.
Oh,
That's the
know.
story I've got, and I'm sticking to it.
So now I can focus on you guys again.
Uh-oh.
Playing. No, I need to just check my bank account again to check that they actually draw the money this time. Are you gonna sit there, darling? Because I'm gonna do this now. You see, when I shop in Sweden, when I got to a certain amount, I need to use my bank ID to verify the buy. Yeah. What? Don't lie on my keyboard.
All right.
What? Teabag?
What?
Teabag?
That's my tea bag.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good, Jay.
Either tomorrow or in 3 days.
There's something different now?
It looked better
That's
right way
nice.
up, but that's all right.
Yeah. I was going to put some sanding sealer and stuff in the bottom. See how I undercut in there a little bit. Not heaps.
Amazon is really sneaky.
Thanks,
I just-
Billy. How you going, Doc?
Oh, Dirk. Hello.
Howdy, Dirk.
Good day, Doc.
Amazon is really, really sneaky with the payment. They go automatically to take your payment, and then, because now they actually took. First, they say that the mica powder that I wanted first were gone, and then they say they took all the money from me as soon as I verified my card without any acknowledgement on the site. I didn't get anything to say, oh, now it's ready. Now we took your money. So they made me pay 2 times for the same stuff. Because they are not unclear, because they are so shady on the site where you navigate if it's paid or not.
Oh,
You don't
come on,
get-
your money back.
You don't get
Then
any
you're liable.
confirmation.
You're liable to get your original order on top of the other one.
Yeah, but that's what I got. And I didn't even see. I didn't get any confirmation that I actually reordered it, because it was. Then they said the mica powder was off, but maybe it wasn't off because it was reserved for me. So when I canceled it, then I didn't. Oh, now I want to have a big long word of 2 meters of swear words after each other, but I'm
You can mute
containing
yourself,
myself.
That's fine. You can mute yourself and swear.
It's fine. I wanted you to know that I can actually contain myself and not swear.
Whoa. Do I need to sit down?
Yeah, I'm already sitting down, so I'm fine,
Well,
thank you.
At least
But
the
maybe you need
Amazon,
to.
Yeah, you didn't get that, did you?
No, I didn't.
Excellent. That's how I like it.
That because I don't get some stuff because it's too well, it's a
You're
different
high above
language.
your head.
Let me drink some lemonade.
What did you say, Robert?
Nothing. I'm just sitting here contemplating my navel.
Oh, what's happening in them in your navel then? A lot of
Uh, it's got dust in it.
sawdust,
Oh,
I presume.
Sounds like a boring thing to do.
You're right, it is.
Something, something a doctor might be interested to knowing about. Do you do it often? Does it change shape as if it's communicating with you?
I love you, Dr. Bob.
Ah, long distance love
Yes,
is
yes,
better than no love.
it is indeed. Well, you seem to have the capacity of going into some subjects that you wouldn't think maybe, and then you go in with such a serious tone and all of it, and really asking with an interest about it, and it's so funny. Uh, and it must be nonsense because nobody usually do that except me, maybe. But well, yeah,
No,
of
I.
course.
It's just a type of humor that some people react to real well. And it's the
Yeah, but
type of humor that makes you double think of what was just said and what you say.
yeah, but I have I've noticed I have to be get accustomed to it to get it properly because you do it so very well. I mean, you would have probably practiced it for a while now, so you find the tune, the art of it.
Would you like some hot chocolate?
Well, it's innuendo.
Innuendo, that's a word I don't get.
It's insinuating.
Yes, a lot of.
Right, and that's innuendo.
Thank you. I will forget that I learned a new word, but I'm still happy you taught me that word.
Now you should have been on last night. We talking all military all night.
Military, but
Yeah.
that's boring to me because I haven't been in the military. So what do I know? I don't even
I don't
like
know.
military. I don't like wars. So I'm not the first one to
yeah,
prize the soldiers. I know it's not their fault that they have to go and fight because the government tell them to. But
that's a bit naughty of you, Eva. It's nice to hear the stories. What are you on
I was
about?
gonna say it was
it's
just another education.
yeah, I know, I know. Maybe I'm just a I'm not giving it. Well. First of all, the guys that goes away and fight and stuff, like you, Jamie, but maybe not fighting, but you were in the war, but you were doing other stuff. Maybe you did
Right.
fighting too. But anyway, you're you sent there to do stuff that's actually quite hard to do, and I do understand that bit, and it's a huge sacrifice what you're doing. But then you still go into the army usually willingly and of free choice and all of that. But I don't like wars. That's just that.
Yeah,
Right.
well,
I,
take
I
a
I
look
so
at.
wish
That's
there could be.
understandable.
I so wish you could solve a lot of problems. I mean, we kind of we need to take this world to the next step because shooting each other as soon as you disagree on stuff is not the solution of problems. That's just a fact. It's been done for millions or since the day of dawn, since we were here. If we don't like each other, then we start shooting it or hurt each other with weapons of some sort in the beginning, maybe just stones and branches, and
Yeah,
then it got refined to weapons, and that was most hunting weapons and everything were made for hurting other people first. Then realize, oh, I can
no, no,
make
no.
meat
You
with
got
that.
that. You got that
Is it
backwards.
the other way around?
Weapons,
It was.
weapons were designed. Hunting weapons were designed to survive. so you could catch your meat, fish, whatever, being able to cut crops like the original sickles or scythes, they were out of stone. They've got some of them in Egyptian museums. So, yeah, I don't know. There's just some people believe in something so far that they want to stand up and protect it. Like, you know, would you protect your cat if someone came at it and wanted to kill it?
Well, in that
Or would you
perspective,
just
yes.
say, well, tough, it's your time, cat, goodbye?
Of course not. But there is.
Would you say that when Hitler knocked at your door in World War II?
Well, to put it on the edge like that, I'm Swedish. I like to be neutral, but no, there's nothing funny about it whatsoever. So there should be no laughs because
There are some
somewhere.
people who feel that they will give up their life to protect somebody, something, or some principle. Uh, and it's human nature. That's what makes a species of humans exist so long, because we'll defend our loved ones or our comrades, as long as you've got something that's common that you believe in, and we stand up for what we believe in.
And then
And
a
there
lot
are
of
other
times
people who don't.
the military personnel are also out to help those that can't help themselves or don't want to help themselves. You know,
Yeah, but they are usually the ones that get in trouble all the time because of the military, because they are a casualty of war all the time. But
That's
you never get those stories out because you always get the wrong ones out. You don't hear so much of how many people the military actually helped. You always hear about the one when they shoot people when they shouldn't have, and they last time I heard something was Australian guys got arrested and will be sent to guys to prison because they have murdered and raped, maybe not raped, but murdered in some war zone they were in the last time. That's I read it on the news. Was it 1 2 days ago?
Yeah, because that makes the news media money, and they're in the business to make money.
Yeah, but it must have happened if it goes to trial about it. Well, not no. I take that back. You can't say it must have happened because it goes to trial because they're the oh, I should not go there. Then it goes to a discussion.
No, it's just it's a
Um,
personal opinion of some people that, you know, would you stand up for your baby's life? Of course, that's instinct.
yeah, but that is close by. That is in your home area,
Ah,
kind of like that's what I'm. I mean,
Hmm?
sometimes some countries like to go to other countries and declare war to them because they don't like them and stuff like that, and they don't might not have the kind of history, so they travel all over the world to fight other people.
you mean like Stalin lately? I mean, in modern history, Mussolini, Hitler,
Yeah, they done that. They bad people, of course.
but that's what they were standing up for, to stand behind a principle or supposedly an honor, even though it was a phony honor.
Yeah, but who decide what's honor is best then? Who decide that?
The person that's willing to stand up and defend your house, even if they don't know you, never met you.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that if anything were about to happen, if let's say Russia wanted new areas, as far as I know, the only country that's in NATO in Scandinavia is Norway. I don't know if there are any other. So if they don't go into Norway, nobody would care about Finland and us because we will be swamped by Russia in 2 seconds.
Oh no, you'd find the U.S. right there, where we have bases there. We have based all
Not
over
in
the world
Sweden.
because
You
we
don't have
care.
bases in Sweden.
No, but with the aircraft and the mobility we have, that's seconds away.
You you might have bases in you. I know you have bases in Germany though. That I know. That's not
Oh
too
yeah,
far. And
Ramstein. That's a base I loved.
you would probably have a base in, maybe not a full base, but access from Norway since they are in NATO.
But that doesn't happen anymore with our modern weapons. Like
No, I
Russia
know you
has
don't have
a
to be.
rocket that uh, can be launched in something like 15 minutes, wipe out a city and anywhere in the world
Yeah,
because it's supersonic and it can't be shot down because we haven't got a system to do it yet.
yeah, but that's kind of wrong.
But that's reality.
Yeah, but what if that got launched by mistake?
Then it gets covered up.
Yeah, and then it's well, it's the problem I get is that when one or two countries get too much influence or too much, I don't want to go, oh, maybe it is power, but to dictate to the rest of the world how to live their lives, or how to, we don't like this, so we come and do something
I
there.
mean,
So
well, just say it.
I don't
China,
like it.
I mean, and Russia, because they both made their head
There's
of country a permanent position until they die. That's a permanent dictator, and both countries have voted on that. But here again,
But
they
have they
claim that it
voted
was
for that?
unanimous.
Have they voted for that? Is there anything
Oh
other
yes,
to choose from? Yeah,
nope,
but
that's the only thing on the ballot.
so the people can't really vote for that because if there is just one thing, then it's not really an election, is it?
But that's your definition and our definition. We would call it an appointment, politely, but that's it's a lot of semantics in the world. But yet there are people that are just no good, in my opinion. But it's not the individual, it's usually the ruling government that's pulling the strings.
Yeah, but it's always the small, not the small, the it's always the people that pay the price for all of this. It's always the people
Yes,
that get smacked. It's always the
of course it is.
yeah.
That's what it's about. It's, well, not always. I mean, there's been wars and uprisings, like we've had an Indian war here in the United States. It's part of our history that no one wants to remember because it's not a good one. But back in the 1800s, everyone thought the Native American, or Indian as they've got to be known, but the Native Americans were inferior. They could never learn to read. They were primitive. They were one above caveman. And they were a pain in the butt because they insisted that the land that they've been on since before the white man was here was theirs. Isn't that ridiculous? They've been here hundreds of years before us when we came,
Of
from other
course,
parts of the world.
I
But
think
the
the
problem
native.
is, we went out, our military went out under the behalf of our vice president at that time because smallpox was a big problem. And they actually took blankets from
I know that it's so
sanitariums and
sad.
gave them to them. And that
Yep.
was considered all right.
And what I see is today is that some people actually still defend that act and think it was good, and that's
Yep,
really makes me sad. And
it is.
because in my head, the natives of America are the underdog in this fight. They were.
Yep.
I totally agree with them. They were pushed away from their land, and some of my ancestors helped with that.
Well, they're still. When I worked for the government, my offices were connected to the Bureau of land
Oh my
management, BLM,
God, Jay. You're in a
underground
sauna.
tunnel. Yeah, it's too
Better
hot.
than the other day. It was 100, wasn't it, yesterday, Jay?
Was that Fahrenheit or was it Celsius?
Yes,
Yeah,
Fahrenheit.
yeah, it actually got to 114 yesterday.
So are you going to be
And it's only
earlier tomorrow, Jay, when it's cooler?
no, it's much cooler today. It's only 79 today.
No, tomorrow are you going to be earlier to start or at the same time about?
Same time.
Okay.
I think Dark need to have a live now.
It'll be dark, Eva.
Yeah, but it still be alive. Now that I've woken up. But then Bob needs to probably go to sleep soon, and so does the
Well, it's
monkey.
only 10:49 here.
Yeah.
I'll read for a half hour or so. But I just have the weird thing that people, when you look at the whole global economy and global society, we have overreached the limit of what the Earth can provide safely. And we have made it worse and worse due to pollution and other things that has happened, and we didn't realize we could stop it. The
Right,
South Pole is melting higher, so
I'm going to
you know,
interrupt. Sorry, Dr. Bob.
yep.
How are you going to make Christmas trees?
I'm gonna run away soon. I'm gonna knock it on the head in about 5 or 10 minutes. Yeah. If a reindeer lost its tail, where would he find a new one?
In a rainforest.
Nah, in a retail shop.
Oh,
Ha ha ha.
That came out of a Christmas cracker.
Yeah.
All right. Next
Sounds like
one.
something out of a Cracker Jack box.
Yeah, pretty much. Did you know that Santa's not allowed to go down chimneys this year?
no.
No, I didn't know that.
It was declared unsafe by the Health and Safety Commission.
Elf
That's
and
a good one.
Safety Commission. I think we need more of those.
They might start looking like Oompa though.
Oompa Loompas?
Yeah.
Oh, well, half of me actually comes from the town where Santa's from.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know where that is?
In a cold place.
Yes. It's on the polar circle.
Oh,
got
I
Antarctica.
was thinking North Pole, Alaska.
Not on Alaska, actually. He's from Finland. He's from a town called Rovaniemi.
Yes,
And
I think I remember that.
the reason he's from there was that Eleanor Roosevelt were there, and she asked for Santa in 1954, I think the history goes, and since then Santa comes from there.
Ah,
That's the history of it. But they have built a Santa town there, so but they are guaranteed snow this time of year at least, and they have like 400,000 visitors a year to that town, to the Santa village.
yeah.
Oh,
She was
it's
quite a lady. I remember studying her in college. The women of the
yeah,
White House.
yep. She did a lot of good, I heard.
Yeah. she was one of the first ambassadors, not politically or technically appointed as an ambassador, but one of the first ambassadors uh, that was sent out to see to just to sit and talk to people and do stuff and uh, and being a first lady, that was kind of unheard of before Eleanor, but she just got out there and she did a lot of stuff. There's
She
several good
used
books on
her,
her.
yeah, she used her popularity or leverage or status as first wife in a good way. I would kind of think that she set the frames on how to be a first lady.
Yes, but different because prior to that, the idea of a first lady was kind of seen as being like a monarchy, a woman like a queen,
Yeah.
and we had a king and a queen, and now a lot of them took that, and a lot of through history in our country, the first ladies did nothing
But it's
because
kind
they
of,
were women.
you mentioned king and queen there. It's kind of interesting how in lack of king and queens, you have your celebrities, and they kind of think that they live the life of king and queens and stuff like that, and a lot of the America worship in a good way the celebrities and stuff. Oh, kings and queens kind of style, and you imagine that is the way that the king and queens living their lives, but it's not, and that's the funny bit, because they usually not do it in that kind of manner, and they do have a code how to act around people and dinner tables and all of that. And if you look at the royalties, how they sit on a chair, you will realize they never lean on the back of the chair. They always sit with a straight back, no matter what. And uh, you would imagine sitting through all these dinners they do, and they sit with a straight 90 degrees hip kind of situation all the time. The back pain they're gonna have after a while, or they need to work out to keep it up, because to sit like that all the time is kind of, they never lean back on a chair, at least not when you see them.
Yeah.
And because, well, we custom to the because we have royalties, and we do have Nobel and the big Nobel party, where we see everybody's in gala dresses and they sit in the big table, and the after parties, the dinner after. So I got my degree from Sadlery from in that room where they sit and eat,
Yeah.
the town hall of Stockholm. So I got my degree from there, or journeyman diploma, or what you call it. So it was in the same room, but
Hey, Eva,
yeah.
I'll put a link in the chat for you to go and have a look at.
Or was that for me?
Well, that's for anyone that wants to go watch it.
Oh my God, this is gonna be naughty, isn't it?
Yeah, most probably. No, you'll be right.
Yeah, since it comes from you.
It's all good, mate.
Yeah, I took it out, so I have seen the condom woman. I found her absolutely hilarious because she talks. I don't know if it was her actual commercial or she actually just made a funny video about it, but the word she uses in that video is absolutely hilarious. I'm not going to repeat any of them.
Why not? You've got a good start already.
No, we can. We don't need to get words. We can end it.
All right then, bugger off.
Oh, not end it like that. End it
Oh, look at the smile on Robo.
Oh, he's happy. Are you in a? Oh, that looks like a tent factory, like you're gonna blow away as soon as you get the storm, Robo.
Oh yeah,
Oh, blowing
yeah.
away.
No,
Look at that.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
it's
It's got
just
a
to prove
cyclone in
a,
there.
that's
Hit by a
that's just to
cyclone.
prove a point, Doc. That's one day's work.
Um, Jamison, Robbo is a production turner.
Production center.
Yeah,
Cool.
so he does like orders for shops and anyone that comes to him basically. And
Mm,
he's only got the smallest lathe in South Australia, to be honest. It's 40 feet long.
nice.
So yeah, he does that for a living.
He could turn a
Yeah.
power pole for me.
Architectural
Yeah,
turning.
he does
Yep.
flagpoles and power poles too. Yeah,
Dude,
yeah. Imagine walking along doing that, huh? You'd get some good exercise, wouldn't you? Huh?
oh yeah.
It's a lost art.
Yeah, it's
Total lost art.
16 kilometers a day I used to walk.
well, Robo, back in your days, people did walk back and forth. They have like 10 kilometers to walk to the school, I think.
Oh, I used to walk 2 miles to school, and 2 miles
How
home again.
how long is 2 miles in Australia then? What is 1 mile? How long it is in
Uh,
kilometers?
right, 3.5 kilometers basically.
What? For 1 mile?
Yeah, 3.5 kilometers a day I used to walk to school and home again.
Oh my
Yeah,
God. Because
I
two
did the
miles
same
to
distance.
me, that's 20 kilometers.
Yep.
Used to march like that in the military.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
And it was never on
I
flat
used to be
ground.
able to run. I used to be able to run 60 miles with a 40-pound pack on my back, and we had to do it in 24 hours.
Dark, I just want to tip you. Go into Robo's YouTube, and you will find a video in there that actually shows his Harry. So he have a tour there in his shop, and you can actually see how long it is.
Yep. What's worse is marching in Nam because you have snakes everywhere.
But
But I only had like if I was on a bicycle, it took me like 10 minutes maybe to get to school downhill. If I
yeah, but
walked, it would be
you know how that
maybe
joke
15
goes.
minutes.
They used to walk to school barefooted, uphill both ways.
Yes.
Yeah,
I walked to school uphill both ways. At least I had shoes, but I did have to do that in the snow, rain, and everything else.
back then you were crazy. You could walk when you were a teenager. Well, then I mean, like between 13 and 16, perhaps. You could have a shower in the morning, middle of the winter. It's minus 25 or something outside, and then you walk to school for 15 minutes, or maybe it took longer. No, it didn't. With no hat on, probably no gloves on either, and yeah, and then you walk to school with wet hair.
That's why they call that age group adolescence.
But you didn't
Because
freeze.
No, Doc, out here we don't have, well, we have had snow down this low, but it's very, very rare. Um, no, summertime used to be the worst, and because it's as hot as hell walking to school or riding a bike. I didn't get a bike until I was 13 years old, so we used to walk everywhere.
We
yeah,
didn't
Yep.
ski to school though, but we did walk actually. But I didn't. I were never too far from the school. Otherwise, if you're far from the school, everybody get a bus drive.
yeah, anymore.
Uh,
Well, I
They,
grew up in the city of Detroit, and for me to walk to school, even to kindergarten, uh, I didn't walk alone. But we walked each way was, oh, I think it was a mile and a half,
I
and
always walked
four
alone to school.
major roads to cross, and only one of them had a traffic light.
Did you have road guards?
Yes, safety patrol.
Yeah.
I was glad I got that. But they were peers in at the same elementary school. But Detroit Elementary went through ninth grade at the time.
Mm.
They didn't have a middle school or a junior high program.
Black Mountain, is that in Alaska or what?
Well, when I lived in Fairbanks or outside of Fairbanks in a little town called Fox, uh, I had the second year I was up there working. My neighbor was a musher, meaning dog sled driver, and raised the dogs. And he worked on campus. And he got me talked into getting a sled, and he loaned me some dogs, and we go to work in the morning on a dog sled. Because if I took the dog sled the back way across the back end of the campus, it would be a 20-minute mush to get to the kennel, which was on the far side of the gymnasium. And everybody had lockers in the gymnasium, so you could leave it there, tip the sled over, and the handlers for $1 a dog a day would feed them, take them off lead, and put them up in a place out of the wind, but and make sure they had water and taken care of. And then you'd call down a half hour before you were ready to go to 45 minutes. And when you got there, they would have your team ready so you could take it back home again. But if I drove, it would be a 2.5 hour drive if there was any serious snow on the roads, and 20 minutes the back way on a dog team.
But the dogs probably went over lakes and stuff, so it was a shortcut, but it was frozen anyway, or something.
Well, there was no lake there. It was just flat land, tundra, with trees around it. But yeah, and they knew how to get there and back. So if you wanted to, you could curl up in the sled. But that they didn't like that. They didn't mind pulling a load, but you usually walked or rode on the back end of the runners, standing up. I got pretty good at it after 6 years.
Oh, dark. That sounds like a
yeah,
scary place. And that's in Australia, Black Mountains. People go in and don't come out.
I'm
But they have,
trying to place. I'm trying to place where you're talking about. Dark. I
I'm
know
sure the
most of
places
Australia,
like
but
that. Go on, Rubbo.
I know most of Australia, and I can't place that one, Black Mountain. Although we've got a few what they call Black Mountains out here, but you're not thinking of Hanging Rock, are you? No, Hanging Rock's in Victoria, so over by Queensland. No, can't place it.
Look on the map, Dark. We need to have a specific place now. Or maybe he's on the phone and not able to. But I mean, there is more places where you can get in and never get out in the forest. I mean, America do have forest land that's still not discovered. I almost said, but well, yeah, at least Canada does. But
Hey, when I was down in Australia, Jay, probably the best flight I got on was when we went over Ayers Rock, and they had me in a harness and a chute on the back, and they would lower the ramp down and taking pictures and videos and stuff. It was awesome.
and you flew over it or
C-140.
what?
Yeah, I flew on it on the 130.
Well, you need to pay your respect when you're on Ayers Rock. Otherwise, you get haunted for the rest of your life, isn't you?
Nah, bullshit, Eva. I've climbed Ayers Rock 13 times. The 14th time they lifted me up there on a helicopter. So that was when I was young and fit. They used to have a weather station on Ayers Rock, and it was diesel powered when solar didn't quite work out properly. I had to go up every fortnight and maintain the diesel generator up there for it. And I would start climbing Ayers Rock at 10 o'clock at night with 45 pound of fuel and tools on my back, and be coming down at dawn in the morning when everybody else was starting to walk up. And I refused to do it the 14th time because it had been raining and it was as slippery as hell. So they landed me on the top in a helicopter. But since the Aboriginals have been given land rights to it 30 years ago, the weather station's been taken out.
Well, it's supposed to be a spirit mountain, isn't it?
It is. I'll have to look that up.
All right, ladies and gents, I'm going to knock it on the head now. Yeah, I'll put the link in there for you, Robbo.
Yeah, I'll have a look. So I can be
National
more
Park, apparently. So
yeah.
Notorious dubbed the Bermuda Triangle of Queensland.
Oh,
Are you sure it's the mountains, or it's not just people like hitchhikers going missing? Because there's a lot of that here.
Yeah, that's right. All right,
Sounds
good night,
like
folks. Or good morning, good morning.
Yep.
sleep well.
Yep.
Or cool
care.
off.
Thanks for coming in.
See you tomorrow.
Take it easy.
Thanks. See you. Bye bye.